voter rolls are controlled by a George Soros system. No wonder two-thirds of our counties have more voters in them than citizens.
What?
Yeah. We have a system named ERIC that's been banned in 9 other Republican states. Our elections, they're run by big tech vendors, the voting machine companies, and they can spy on early voting results.
What?
Yeah. If you want to reverse this mess, vote for Steve Nipper, Secretary of State.
First Alert Weather, sponsored by Med Center Health.
Hope everyone was able to stay cool today. Hope your AC is working well because it was certainly doing a little extra today as we had those temperatures get well into the 80s. Feeling more like summertime, not quite as humid as it can be, but we certainly had enough humidity in the air. Right now we're looking out over Russellville Road here, looking towards the south. You can see some high clouds associated with some thunderstorms down there in Tennessee, but they're really not coming our way. You can see those temperatures. They will continue to push down into the 70s as we continue past dark. Still enough humidity in the air. Now we will have a warm front, so that will move across the area. It's actually right now more so parked into parts of Tennessee and far western Kentucky, and that's the reason why we're getting the showers and thunderstorms. For us right now, our atmosphere is kind of capped off, and you can see those storms that are continuing out there. They're losing some steam, so if we'd see anything, it'd be very, very isolated. And again, with that warm front lifting further to the north, that could allow for an isolated shower storm potentially on the overnight. Future Max will show us hour by hour here. We're keeping things pretty quiet, still very warm, very sticky as we go through the overnight, and you can see more of those storms that is associated with the actual warm front itself. Most of the storms hanging farther to our north, but you see this line right here through Calhoun and back into Madisonville. This is around 11 a.m. So late morning, this is the front, and it will use the heat of the day to gain some steam, and it really starts to bolt on through the area. Could be during the early afternoon hours. We're not expecting any sort of long-term shower and thunderstorm activity. These storms will bolt through, but these are moving so fast, we could have some hail, we could have some strong damaging winds, and we'll certainly have some heavier rain as our winds do turn around from the west. So we are at about lunchtime here, and you can see over the next few hours, storms continuing to roll further to the east here, over there towards Burkesville, Jamestown out into Columbia. So storms starting to push out of the area during the latter portion of the afternoon. That drier air is going to come on in, and it looks very, very delightful for your Wednesday. If you're looking to maybe get out and cut the grass and not have to worry about a terrible amount of heat. Temperatures will be warming up during the day, but humidity levels will certainly be low enough overall. So here's your severe weather threat. We do have the slight risk for a good portion of the eastern half of the area. Minor ponding of water on roadways, as some of those storms will certainly produce some heavy rainfall. Wind gusts maybe up to 60 miles per hour. Tornado risk pretty low overall. It's more so the strong gusty winds rather than any sort of tornado spin up. We do have isolated hail possible as well in the order of a quarter inch. We are dealing with those temperatures right now, a little cooler farther to the north, but we've got lower 80s, Franklin, Scottsville, Tompkinsville, Russellville at 81, and over there in Morgantown at 79. Winds right now are very, very light, but you'll notice tomorrow as we go through the day, we will have that breezier wind overall. It is a southwesterly wind, then it turns more northerly as we get into the latter half of the afternoon as that cold front comes on through. An isolated storm or two later on tonight, temperatures dipping down into the middle 60s, and as we look ahead through your Tuesday during the morning, fairly quiet except for some areas further to the north. It's where we could find some of those storms with a better chance as we get into the afternoon. As that cold front moves on in, we'll have those breezy winds. Temperatures will be coming on down. It looks very, very pleasant for your Wednesday into your Thursday, around 80 degrees, and then Friday into the weekend. We will have some scattered showers and storms. Right now, the weather model is not agreeing too well, but by Sunday into next week, looks like more sunshine.
The Louisville community is saying a final goodbye to Hall of Fame college basketball coach Denny Crum. Former players, coaches, and friends all sharing stories of Coach Crum, all of them deciding not to focus on his death, but his life, and making a concerted effort to make today a happy affair. It's a day to celebrate a life well lived, life worth living.